Nobody ever gets rich when the interest rates are high because people can't borrow money.
Is that what you meant? The stock market going down was the disruption? What other disruption were you alluding to?
Look, you can't really watch the stock market. You have to do what's right.
Daily news reveals an alarming descent of the stock market to the ground. Market investors experience chaotic responses, due to which Wall Street generates instability and expert economists seek fast solutions. This economic downturn is not a coincidence, according to my information. A hidden criminal figure could use their genius to control the market meltdown. Former U.S. President Donald Trump stands as the source behind this economic downturn, according to some expert opinions. Yes, you heard that right. Several financial analysts argue Trump deliberately creates stock market downturns, although they fail to explain his motive for doing so. Does he seek to control the Federal Reserve through such actions? Does the former U.S. president have an economy control plan as part of his 2024 election strategy? Can the situation be more dangerous than the currently suspected economic machinations? Scientific evidence helps prove this pattern of behavior. Several times, President Trump has publicly disagreed with Federal Reserve decisions by attacking their interest rate adjustments and inflation policy implementations. Through certain trade choices, Trump managed to generate unpredictable market changes. His well-known Chinese trade conflict generated massive economic disturbances across worldwide markets. Trump's words through Twitter, as well as his verbal comments, consistently affect market conditions in the past. When Trump makes comments regarding financial regulations or tariffs or taxes in public, the stock market reacts immediately by either surging upward or crashing downward within minutes. People should ask if Trump's actions toward the stock market were accidental implements or components of an extended master plan. We investigate the genuine evidence in this video to analyze Trump's economic tactics and unmask everything about his strategic activities. From here forward, you will see the stock market and Trump differently than you did before today. First, Trump versus the Federal Reserve, a high-stakes battle. At the start of his presidential term, Trump showed open opposition to Federal Reserve monetary policy.
The Fed is out of control.
The Fed has gone crazy.
Jerome Powell is not making it easy.
Throughout his presidency, Trump repeatedly criticized Federal Reserve policies by linking them to economic downturns alongside stock market decreases. Certain analysts suggest that Trump intentionally wanted stock prices to decrease. Why? Lower interest rates from the Fed would result after a falling stock market because investors would press to maximize borrowing capacity through cheaper costs and bolster overall economic activity. Trump applied such forceful tactics on the Federal Reserve that policies adjusted multiple times according to what he had requested. This could possibly be part of a planned approach. Can the decisions Trump made throughout the game represent him playing chess against America's economic industry? Economic uncertainties throughout history have allowed political leaders to reshape policy directions according to their interests. Trump demonstrated his characteristic unpointed approaches in a way that seems to have reached new heights with this development. 2. The trade war that shook the markets. When Trump initiated his trade conflict with China, it became probably his most disputed diplomatic act. His decision to impose heavy tariffs on Chinese products started a worldwide buying and selling conflict, which created major stock market upheaval. International trade-dependent large businesses suffered substantial losses because of the conflict. Tech giants and automobile companies and American farmers accumulated severe financial losses as a result. Trump chose to advance his diplomatic tensions, despite the clear, visible destruction caused by his actions. Trump imposed large tariffs on China first to force them into negotiating a better trade agreement. The market control theory suggests Trump opted to manipulate market instability to create confusion which needed his corrective solutions. Theories suggest Trump's trade warfare extended beyond China, although it appeared targeted at the Asian nation. The stock market operates based on more than financial data since people depend on how it appears to them. Trump demonstrated a tough stance toward China to activate support from his base, but at the same time, those influential investors took advantage of market instability. Third, market manipulation for political gain. Through media manipulation, Trump has established himself as a specialist since the beginning of his career. There exists a possibility that Donald Trump further exploited stock market movements for his political achievements. Under such a president, the leader intentionally causes economic turmoil before posing as the dominant figure able to remedy the conditions at hand. This isn't a far-fetched theory. The way Trump dealt with emergency situations demonstrates his approach. Throughout COVID-19 and financial problems, he emerged as the owner of the final solution. Under his leadership, did the stock market function as one among other instruments he used? Various experts state that Trump employs economic warfare techniques through market destabilization, which rewards his select supporters while concentrating his political authority. Financial market shaping by political leaders throughout history has continued through Trump's leadership by employing comparable means. The billionaire connection, who profited from the chaos. The stock market crashes devastated common Americans, yet selected billionaires among the world's richest increased their net worth to billions. At the time when stock prices reached their lowest point, the market hedge fund managers, along with private equity firms and Trump's closest associates, purchased investments for fractional costs. Coincidence? The situation appeared to benefit super wealthy individuals at expense of normal retail investors, yet it might have been a pre-planned operation. Experts in finance attribute the positive hand of unpredictable market actions to the advantage which experts with gaming capabilities gained. Financial market records show that large-scale discounted selling took place before critical policy announcements. Did anyone have privileged information that impacted these prices? During his presidency, Trump provided opportunities for his wealthy financial associates to make gains at the expense of typical investors who suddenly found themselves in trouble. The future of Trump's market moves. When Trump considers seeking a second presidential term defeat, he faces this crucial question about his future political approach. Do Americans need to prepare for another market turmoil if Trump regains presidential power through leverage of market tools? Multiple economic analysts believe his planned economic strategies will lead to another period of market instability. The critics maintain that he operates according to his individual rules through unusual measures for authority over public discourse. Will the stock market continue to suffer turbulence if Trump secures another term in office? His possible second term may bring different economic approaches to dominate financial control. The market needs investors to be vigilant because Trump's actions and management have proven to defy market expectations. After conducting all this analysis, we are left to question what the genuine facts are. Does Trump intentionally spoil the stock market performance to benefit himself? Does the United States currently have a politician who was formerly a businessman doing unprecedented economic moves? Or does he just aim for political gains with his economic strategies? There exists no straightforward solution to this question. Trump implemented market-changing policies, but the true intentions behind these policies remain unresolved in discussions between experts. The stock market permanently transformed after Trump became involved with politics. A subsequent presidential campaign by Donald Trump would lead to potential upheaval that investors and policymakers, together with regular Americans, need to prepare for. Market volatility remains a matter of secret agent-level manipulation rather than market direction, up or down. Past trends have shown Trump continuously chooses unpredictable actions to achieve his goals. The mix of his media presence and economic policies with his business experience has resulted in market instability. Another presidential term for Trump would probably lead to repeated economic upheaval based on past market fluctuations. What do you think? Did Trump spend time with risky economic strategies to support America's economy? Or did he aim to enhance America's economic situation merely? Leave your thoughts by commenting and subscribe to experience additional investigations about the largest financial mysteries of our present day.